Right. This is first one for me. Um, I'm going to read some comments and try to answer them if there is a question involved. And I'll just pick random comments and try to, you know, right. Maret Novotka said, good reactions, and I think it was something that we expected for someone to choose Gimme Chocolate as their first song to listen, but you don't have any idea what they can do. That's fact. In their songs you can hear many different sub-genres of metal and also metal mixed with, well, almost everything. I think that after one or two more songs you'll be hooked. You might be right. K-pop playing clown said baby metal is from some LSD world. Sounds about right. Yeah. You're wrong about them being a product, though. You'll find out if you do a few more. Try live Road of Resistance. Yeah. I think I made this comparison with baby metal and Bandmate just because I have listened to a lot of Bandmate recently, and that's the only reason. And the Gimme Chocolate was my first reaction to baby metal, and I only do first reactions, and that maybe it's because of that song. Many people have said to me that you can't compare these two. No, you can't. Totally different, but like I said, I had many views on my Bandmate videos, so that's the only reason I compared these two together. So I have to keep listening to baby metal to really have an opinion about that. But based on that one song with all this choreographic and the song itself, it seems to me like it was put together to them. That's the difference between bands, is that bands make their own music, and if maybe a product is a wrong word, but an artist is one that the songs are made for you and you just present them. So that's the big difference between a band and an artist. Artist isn't the right word either, but maybe you get the point. Okay. Chuck Kidding 63 said that they are one of the best live acts in the world right now. Check out Road to Resistance live, then move from there. Okay, maybe I have to. That's the second suggestions about Road to Resistance. Inosuke Has Hippira. Sorry about my pronouncement. More baby metal and drop some LSD next time. Should I? I don't use LSD, but I'm known to take occasional bong hit now and then. And that's only because I suffer from arthritis and Crohn's disease, so it helps with that. And it's illegal in Finland, so don't tell anyone. Okay. Ill Infinity says, I'd give them another shot or two. This song doesn't define their act. Their whole discography is so variant. If you find one song you like, you will appreciate the others. If given enough chance, you'll see how talented Sue and the girls are, as well as their actual live band, Gummy Band. Okay, there is a live band, Gummy Band, I have to remember that. Yeah. Ethan J. says, while Bandmate are good, they are a group using a typical songwriting, instrumental and stage performance formula. Baby metal is more of a bizarre mix of genres and styles blended with metal and cute choreography dancing that helps interpret the stories of the songs. I've never seen anything like them and I love it. You never know what you're gonna get, which is refreshing. It's dark and happy at the same time. Very joyous and positive vibes when you're tired of all the doom and gloom in the world. Yeah, you're right. I didn't expect that, and I'm sure I will be surprised in the future as well. And that you're right about that happy and dark mix. It's really like that. I'm just not a big fan of choreographic dancing and choreographic live acts. I'm more of a, it should be sudden and go with the flow kind of show, for my opinion. If you put choreographic into the show, it could be in Eurovision contest or something, and that's not for I don't know who. It's very popular, but it's not my cup of coffee. And Texas veteran Patriot, nice name. And now for something a little harder, Baby Metal Road to Resistance live. Again, Road to Resistance. Veronica Alimora Montfort, she says, Baby Metal is great, band made my ass. Yeah, that's your opinion. There really isn't. I answered to some comment recently, and I quote my friend who passed away, who said that there really isn't bad music, there is only bad listeners. And I think that he's quite right. You just have to find something good about any kind of music. You don't have to like the whole song, or there's always something good about it. And I try to live up to that. For example, I don't really appreciate, I don't like Finnish rap music, because the language just isn't made for that. But I appreciate the guys who are doing that, because that's not an easy task to do. I have tried it and I suck at it. And it's really hard. Some are better than the others, but there is good things in all of them. So, and Scipio Corculum says, whenever people react to both Baby Metal and Bandmate, the conversation will eventually get around comparing the two. I love them both, but cannot compare them musically because they are two completely different entities. I can explain the difference between them though. Bandmate is simply the best rock band on the planet today. Baby metal is something more, a state of mind, an unstoppable movement and force for good. It was baby metal that led me to Bandmate and to Wakaki Band and to Dollar Box, Sakura Kakuin Sabaton and Hugh Band. Yeah, like I said, I only compared them because, like I said before. So, Rick Wagner says, at this point you really have no basis for comparison. This is like if someone suggested you react to Bandmate song like Domination or Dice, but you couldn't remember suggestion and decided to listen to something that Made in Japan album like By My Tears or Knocking on Your Heart instead. You really don't want to be your first impression of the group. It's fun but not at all an indication of what can expect as their best. Or, and this is a dare, check out Miku from Bandmate during Magical Spell Time. Again, I don't compare these two bands together for musical reasons, just because I have listened to more of Bandmate now. So, Demon says, oh, believe me, your opinion will change. Welcome to the foxhole. In a few videos you will be asking us for when they're touring next and how you can buy tickets. Mark my words. And you might be right about that. And Reese says, no problem with reaction review, very thoughtful I found. It took me a few listens to fully appreciate this song as well the endless story. Now I just let them run through my playlist, never skipping a beat. The ladies know how to craft their sounds with much feeling for me, that is. Very good review, enjoyed it. Thanks, much appreciated. And Gary Lahti says, good job, baby metal isn't for everyone, however the band is amazing and their other songs are more like what you might like. Karate and Road to Resistance, again, might be more to your liking, but you are right about Bandmate. Rick Wagner replies, Bandmate are great, but you don't listen to Summer Drive and think you know what the band is all about. What? I don't get it. Busser64 says, yep, typical first reaction to baby metal, just like most of us went through. Johi and Moa start, your eyes pop wide open, then your mouth drops, then you smile, and then you look into the camera and we all can read your mind. What the fuck? And then, when it's all over, comes the famous quote, I'm not sure if I like that. Lol. Yeah, that was my first reaction to that song. And Booster64 says again, oh, this one is about Bandmate. Put a gun to my head and force me to choose a favorite Bandmate song, this would probably be it. As always, I prefer the live version, so I hope you watch that. Yeah. I'm always like, do you have to choose a favorite song, like one song above another? If I think about my favorite bands, and so there are so much good music and good songs in the world, and that's an impossible task to make. I just couldn't. I can't do that myself either. Uh, okay, this is gonna be a long video, so this one is last. Ice Palm. Hi Johi, good reaction. Thanks for checking out my favorite band, Baby Metal. Gimme Chocolate is the video that went viral for the group as people were sharing it trying to shock their friends. However, it's not one I normally recommend people who are brand new to the band. It is certainly one of their popular songs. And if you are brand new to the group, it is not uncommon to have a what the fuck is this moment. This was also my first experience to the band, and I dismissed them as a gimmick until a year or so later when I rediscovered them. Now they're my favorite band in the world. This video was a studio audio played over the live performance, but Baby Metal are the one very few bands best experience live. Let me recommend to few. Okay, there's a list of songs. Yeah, I agree. It was playback, at least in the video, and I didn't really see the band in that Gimme Chocolate video, and it sounded like a playback. So that's one of the reasons why I said it was a product. I'm not into playback, but in many occasions, like when TV broadcasts and the acts are always playback, because the studios and TV channels can't risk that something goes wrong. And this has been in the world of TV for a long time. I remember a long time ago when Nirvana was playing on TV, and many bands have made a fool out of that whole system, like trying to just play like out of tune. Doors was one of them, Nirvana and many others. So that's not a great thing for a band either, but you have to do what you have to do if you want to be on the telly. Right. Oh, there's another crazy tomato. You should check the Baby Metal Road to Resistance. I put Road to Resistance to my list, and maybe that's the next Baby Metal song that I react to. I don't know when, because I'm still sober and I'm planning to be a few weeks at least more, so, or who the fuck knows. But this is a long video, and if you like more of this, is this called Q&A videos, put thumbs up, or if you don't like these kind of videos, put thumbs down. That way I know should I do more of these, and read your comments. I really enjoy enjoy this, but I don't know if you enjoy this, so right. I'm off to doing a reaction video to a I don't want to give it away, but on Thursday there's going to be I found a band just randomly surfing on YouTube, and they suggested it to me, so and I went for it, and I think that's probably best song in the decade. So tune in on Thursday, and I'll see you on the next one.